Today is Monday, Parashat Shofetim. Parasha begins with Shofetim v'shoterim titen lecha bechol sha'arecha. Judges and officers you shall appoint in all your cities. Asher Hashem Elokecha noten lecha lishvatecha, that Hashem gives you for your tribes. V'shafetu et ha'am mishpat tzedek, and they'll judge the people with righteous judgment. And this is the commandment, to have a judicial system, a system of courts that can adjudicate cases, and not only courts that rule on certain cases, but also officers who are the enforcers of whatever the rulings of the court is. So that's a statement that makes sense for any society, and for any society to be able to exist properly, you need to have courts that adjudicate situations between people, and once they made the ruling, that the ruling should be carried out with the officers. Then the Pesukim go on to tell us the importance of being impartial. It says, Lo tateh mishpat, do not pervert judgment. Lo takir panim, don't respect someone's presence just because maybe he's wealthy, or maybe even because he's poor. Whatever it is, just be impartial. It has to be honest and proper judgment. Velo tikach shochad, don't accept a bribe. Ki ha-shochad, because the bribe, ya'aver ene hachamim, it can blind the eyes of the wise. Visalef divrei tzaddikim, and even words that should be just and proper, it makes them crooked. Because once a person gets bribed, he already has a kind of a vested interest in justifying the actions of that person who bribed him. So the psukim here are very specific to have a proper judicial system, tzedek tirdof, which means righteousness you shall pursue. Le'ma'an tihyeh, so that you will live. Ve'arashta et ha'aretz asher Hashem Elokecha noten lach, and that way you'll be able to possess the land that Hashem, your God, is giving you. And in truth, a proper justice is something that can really establish well a land. This is when a land can be well established and society can really function properly. So that is the plain meaning of the psukim. But there is also another idea that is connected here, because if you pay attention to the wording, it says Shofetim v'shoterim titen lecha. Shofetim, judges, v'shoterim, and enforcers, officers, enforcers, titen lecha, shall give a point for you, but the word he in Hebrew, in English, you could be either singular or plural. But in Hebrew, lecha is singular, lachem is plural. So it's speaking here individually to each person. You should appoint for yourself Shofetim v'shoterim. You should appoint for yourself judges and officers. What is he speaking about here? It means to indicate also that a person in life has to evaluate and adjudicate his actions to see, is he doing the right thing, not doing the right thing, is this proper to do, not proper to do. Think about and analyze situations. And as like we learned in the parasha of last week, that there are choices to be made, and the choices are to be evaluated as to the proper choice to make. So that's how you are a judge. You're judging your actions. You're judging what is the next thing to do. You're judging, am I doing the right thing? But then you have to have also shoterim, enforcers. It's not only good to know what is the right thing to do, but it's also important to enforce and to carry out whatever conclusion you came to. Unfortunately, you see many times people in life who know what is the right thing to do. Logically, and when they analyze the situation, they know exactly what is the right thing to do. The question is, are they carrying out and enforcing that conclusion that they got to? The pasuk here makes it very clear that you need both aspects, to judge and adjudicate every situation, and then to follow through based on what you arrive to the conclusion, what is the right thing to do. This is just one of the lessons of the parasha of this week. Baruch Adonai le'olam, amen ve'amen.